One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Finds his man, it's Turner. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Henderson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He'll take it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The quick out. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Davidson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Gets the back moving. Quarterback will keep it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mahoney. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Caught behind the line. It's Lockett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, and they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
14, Kentucky, 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davidson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Find some fresh air. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's high. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got it, looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lockett.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Because on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to blast their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These last two plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab on the shot. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Got it behind the line. It's Wilcox. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met it at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Snap it to the back. Breaks into the open. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this Max got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
To the ground. He's got it again. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Barrels ahead. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets it out quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the comeback is on!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Dyer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Keeps it and gets the first down. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. They'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. All out of space. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Hauls it in. He gets in there for the two-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Got him in. It's Wilcox. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The running back has it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught in the backfield, it's Mahoney. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Coates. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a man. Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got room to work. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Finds his back in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on. Loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. So here comes the Auburn offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers. And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Hand off from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Bring in the heat. Fires downfield. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. A first down run in the red zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Davidson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense calls a timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. On the move. He stopped right there. Make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Auburn. They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmaker.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Patterson. It's a seam wide open. And he scoots out of bounds. Picks up the first down. Gets the clock stopped. And now they're in business in plus territory. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big easy.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick time. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.